We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
2, 1. Welcome, everybody. This is Insanity Check.
3, 2, 1.
I am Ken. This is Skillet Sauce. Hey, you're right, man. This mic is kind of blazing. I got little lights on it and everything. I'm the shit. It is December 5th. Shopping season is in full effect. What you getting, people?
Fuck that shit. I'm even thinking about that madness. Some more commercialism, stupidness. People acting up. I don't give a. I mean, maybe the little kiddies in my family, I'll get them something. But grown-ups, man, fuck out of here. Be thankful, like they say. Be thankful you got another day coming to you.
Well, there's happiness and cheer from good old Skillet Sauce.
That's right.
Today, we are going to discuss. Hey, we never start off like that. Today, we're going to discuss.
What are we going to discuss today?
This shit you sent me like a little while ago. You said in Los Angeles, police are calling a study in how to get caught. A bungling burglar left footprints, fingerprints, and even photos of himself at an Alameda home. Mm-hmm. Basically, get ready, Beats. Get ready. Miguel Luna. Wait for it. There you go.
More racist. Chicken rooster sounds.
Miguel Luna kicked in the front door of a house on Sharp Avenue on November 13th and started to ransack the bedroom.
Was he waving a 4-4?
Not yet. He made so much.
Kicked in the door.
He made so much noise that he awoke the owner. Yeah, it probably sounded a lot like that.
Yeah. That's the owner waking up, right?
Yeah, would have been asleep in another room. Luna begged the owner not to call the police and ran out to his car, which wouldn't start. He then came back into the house, again asking the resident not to call the police. The man who owned the house had chased Luna out of the house, police said.
That's him sniveling and cowering at the hands of the owner?
And hit him with a gardening hoe, not your typical street hoe, but a gardening hoe.
And
while his wife called the police, Luna said the police was knocked out by the blow from the homeowner, but soon revived and walked away. He left his car in the driveway, full of his property as well as electronics that may have been stolen from other homes. Among the items found, an iPad with Luna's photographs on it and a traffic ticket bearing his name. Good God Almighty. It's often said in forensics that we always leave a little bit of ourselves behind anywhere we've been, but this guy must have set some record on a variety of the amount of the evidence.
That story, it almost sounds like something from like a fucking Rob Schneider film or something like that. This guy, I mean, if they didn't say that he had other stuff in the car, I would think that maybe this was like some kind of elaborate prank that went bad.
Right, because the dude is making all types of goddamn noise.
Yeah, they're making mad noise and went in there, and then when he was begging the guy, it almost seems like somebody put him up to it, and then when he got caught, like, yo, hold on, man. But then the fact that he actually had pilfered goods inside of his car, this guy was beyond incompetent. I mean, he's beyond that. That is one of the most incompetent guys.
I mean, this is another one of those guys not too easy because the old homeowner should have shot him in his ass with a shotgun
if he had one. If he had one. But I mean, hitting him in the head with a hoe and knocking his ass unconscious. He stumbles away. Basically, now the owner jacked his ass because the owner has all of his personal possessions and all the stuff, which obviously belong to other people. But he got his car.
And the funny thing is, I always said I would do that. Someone tried to rob me, and I was able to fend them off and disable them.
Rob them.
I'm robbing them. I'm taking whatever they got. Sneakers, rings, chains, everything.
You're right.
I'm fucking robbing these bastards, man. Because again, this is called good old common street justice.
Well, speaking of some street justice, did you get that other thing that I sent you today? The cops in Cleveland.
Cops in Cleveland. I don't believe so.
All right, check your mail, man.
What happened to cops in Cleveland?
Well, while I was at the library today, and I got to use my phone, obviously, since the internet connection in this cheap ass bitch ain't working properly for me as far as my tablet. But it says, why did it take 137 bullets for cops to kill 2 unarmed suspects in Cleveland.
Why did it take 137 bullets for cops to kill an unarmed suspect in Cleveland?
It was a couple. Racism? I have no idea. I have no one understands.
Oh, this wasn't a joke and they're looking for a punchline, huh?
No, this is actually for real. It says all 13 officers involved in the killing of Timothy Russell and Melissa Williams have been placed on administrative leave while everyone figures out why officers needed 137 bullets to kill the unarmed Russell and Williams, and why two false reports of shots being fired may have prompted all of this. The solid facts that we do have are frustratingly slim. There was a 25-minute car chase. 2 unidentified Cleveland police officers falsely said that there were shots being fired from Russell and Williams' vehicle. More than 30 officers were involved in the chase, and 13 officers fired 137 rounds at Russell and Williams. 47 of those hit and killed the 2 suspects.
47.
And once again, with these 47,
which means, of course, they're horrible shots.
Yeah, I mean, but 47 shots to kill these 2 people. They gunned these people down. The thing that always gets me in these stories is basically the administrative leave thing, like that footage when the cop shot straight through that kid. I forgot which. I don't know if it was Atlanta. I forgot where it was. Handcuffed this young black youth, of course. And he was handcuffed behind his back, face down on that subway platform.
That was Frisco, man.
Frisco? Oh, yeah. And the cop shot completely through him. Shot him in his back. The bullet hit the ground, and ricocheted back through the kid, of course, killing him. Kid didn't do anything. He didn't do anything to be, basically what he was doing was mouthing off at the pigs that was just like saying, hey, you're loitering, get out of here. So the kid's mouthing off, so they want to make an example of him. The guy shoots him. And an administrative leave. I mean, if all you get for gunning down people is administrative leave, why not in The Departed? You see how in the film The Departed, what they did was basically they took a criminal from young and had him infiltrate the ranks of the police department by going into, whatever stuff. And eventually he graduated up, and I don't know if he became lieutenant or sergeant, whatever he was. So he was able to operate with impunity and do whatever he needed to do. Why don't they do that in real life? I mean, seriously, if all you're going to get is administrative leave for gunning somebody down, why not just get somebody to become a police officer, let him kill whoever your opponent or adversary is, and the person's just going to get administrative leave.
Well, to be fair to the pigs, I'm sure this administrative leave is while they investigate,
of course,
why it was that just like they had to investigate why they shot homeboy 41 times, 47 times,
something like that, shooting him straight through the bottom of his feet while he's already laid out, shooting him in the bottom of his feet. Come on, man.
But see, here's another example of where all you ignorant blacks who want to kill and shoot cops and do all the rest of that shit, you talk a lot of shit. Here's an example. Where is this? Let's see. Alexander, blah, 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 blah. Where is this again?
Cleveland.
Oh, yes, Cleveland. I'm sorry, Cleveland. A lot of action in Cleveland these past few weeks. Go to Cleveland, find these cops, and kill them. I mean, they like shooting people. They like shootouts. They like gun battles. Apparently, blast them. These things are really simple.
I'm just looking at these comments, and the people are, like, how did this happen? How could this possibly happen? And once again, not being completely just judgmental, but the out of three out of the 4 comments are people that are in total disbelief. They're white people. And they just can't understand how this can happen.
Because, Skillet, the cops are your friends when you're white. I had one of my former employers tell me that, well, no, he didn't exactly say that, but he did say, in reference to the San Francisco killing, or the handcuff boy, I actually showed him the video. So it wasn't like a word of mouth, well, I'm just exaggerating or misrepresenting what happened. I showed him the actual video because it was on YouTube, of course. And he was like, ooh, whoa, damn, dude, oh, that's fucked up. No. I'm like, yeah, that's really fucked up. And he's like, yo, I wonder what happened. I'm like, what do you mean you wonder what happened? And immediately he was like, come on, dude, don't go with this racism stuff again. There has to be a good reason why this cop shot a handcuffed black youth in his fucking back while he was backed up and surrounded by other cops. It didn't make any sense to him. There had to be a good reason other than, see, it's not like he was like, well, yeah, that's a possibility, but maybe there's something else. It didn't even it didn't compute, didn't come up in his registry that this was an option. That this cop was just another scared white motherfucker, terrified of fucking black people. And even when he had him subdued, the mere flinching of this kid, because I think the kid tried to get up or something like that, off of his belly once again.
No, because remember, because he was
handcuffed.
saying, "You're hurting me," because the cop was kneeling down on his
Right.
back. So,
You know, you move too quickly, handcuffed and all, and you get shot.
and like I say, he was completely surrounded by other officers. It's not like there was like a mob scene or anything like that. But that is interesting in telling that, you know, somebody can't even begin to comprehend how something like this can happen. And I'm looking at these comments here, and the people, they're very much shocked. They don't understand. It doesn't make sense to them. And
No matter how many times this happens, by the way.
That's what I'm saying. It
No matter
doesn't.
how many times it happens.
It's like, you know, you just can't comprehend it. What is there not to? I mean, I don't understand.
Whoa. Wow. Go to the range? Just because the gun wasn't found in the car doesn't mean there wasn't one.
Okay.
Having said that, I think I'll wait for the GSC test on the victim's hands before I pass judgment on probable cause. Aside from that, I don't think Bonnie and Clyde had much lead thrown at them. What the fuck is this dude talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about?
This must be just some trail, you know, some stupid
It's just
branching off of
idiot fool talking bullshit.
Yeah.
Listen, man, there's no justifiable way. There's no way to really explain away this by saying, because why would the article say there were two false reports of shots fired? So obviously there was the cops were not returning fire, because I'm of the mindset of, you know, if you shoot at me once and I happen to have a rail gun that can put 3,000 bullets towards you, that's just what the fuck you're going to get. If you shoot at me, you're going to get whatever you get. But this was obviously not a situation, well, not obviously, but apparently not a situation where there was any shots fired. And you know what? If I thought I had a militia of, you know, because someone was trying to say, well, they were involved in something unlawful because they were fleeing, they were driving away. If I thought that I had a militia, an armed militia after me, I would flee as well. I would run as well. Because what could they have possibly have done to warrant, unless they tried to say, oh, these guys just came from, you know, killing a police officer. You know, they killed that police officer and took off.
Right,
you know, because obviously, you know, that blue code, they're going to kill you're dead. You know, but it's none of that stuff has come out so far. So why would they?
So because they're running, that means they have to be executed.
Have to be guilty.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
That makes perfect sense in the white man's world. But in our world, we're going to be taking a break. So you guys stick around, and we'll be right back.
We're trying to